Hey, we're taking a look at some action figures that I have had in storage. This one is the Blast Off from Generations War for Cybertron, the video game. As you can see, I'd never got it into robot, or I usually store things in vehicle mode, and he is not in vehicle mode, which means I probably just could not figure it out to save my life. Now, this particular vehicle in robot mode, which is kind of the position I have him in, but I want to put him into robot mode, or put him back into vehicle mode so I can put him into storage, because he looks okay. I mean, I like Blast Off, but this particular version of Blast Off I have no affinity for. I've never played the game, and there's some floating pieces that drive me kind of bonkers to see these big old pieces hanging off of him. The legs though look pretty good. So overall, I do dig some of the aesthetics of him. He's got white, which I'm not used to seeing Blast Off in white. I'm more of the milky color, kind of go gray, milky color. On his face, we see that he has some blue and red and silver painted over the white. On his white, we have camouflage, which makes him more, not my childhood. He wasn't called Ruination, but when he became Ruination, they gave him all like really camouflage, like. So that's what he's trying to mimic, but the camouflage he's getting is definitely not from Earth. On his shoulder pads, I guess we'll call it, he has silver painted. And of course the camouflage is splotchy all over because it's white with purple. I don't know where you're going to be camouflaged at. Are you camouflaged in the grape factory of the Antarctic? I don't understand that. His chest has got some black paint with some very bad sloppiness. I mean, it's like right there's a sloppiness right there. I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure they pay the kids that they hire in the Chinese factories better than that. Or, you know, they are, you know, when people say we don't like people being enslaved in certain countries, I'm just telling you right now, I feel like we are contributing to slave labor in this situation. So that's one of the reasons I don't like to buy from China, but where else am I going to get my Transformers from? Okay, so sorry about that. Let's try to get him into some kind of spaceship mode other than that. Oh, yeah, you're asking how tall he is. That's a great idea. That's a great question. All right, I would say to the top of his head, he's about 13 centimeters. To the top of his hottest point, I mean, kind of, it's hard to tell because it moves around. He's about 14 centimeters, so we'll just go to the top of the head. That's more of a reasonable idea. In inches, he's about 5 inches tall. Now, as far as articulation, his head seems to be on a ball joint because it can go up and down. As far as leaning left and leaning right, I can't get it to do that. The shoulders, if that's the shoulder, it's on a ball joint. There's also a shoulder in there, and it's like it's too many things, and that's one of the things that I don't like about this particular thing. If these shoulder pads would lock into place instead of being floating all over the place, and I've never figured out how to lock them into place, it would be less distracting. Then I could say, well, the shoulders are actually right here, and that is a swivel joint. We have two shoulders. We have a ball joint, swivel joint, and theoretically, well, that's locked into place right there. At least that part's locked into place. That shoulder pad thing, yeah, it's just weird. I wished it would lock into place, and then, yeah, and without breaking off. And that's another thing I hate about some of these older ball joints. I swear one of the pieces of material is getting too small and folding out of the other piece, because some plastics do shrink faster than other ones. His, I guess I'm assuming elbow is on both a hinge right here, so technically it's double jointed, and a ball right here. And then his hand is just a hollow piece right there, so there's no articulation in the hand. He appears to be holding two blasters, which will probably be made kind of like the original one did, actually, into his I don't know what you call it. It's not a space shuttle. I guess it's a Cybertronian space shuttle. There's no waist articulation. His legs are on a hinge and swivel. He can do a split. It's really hard to say what he can do because he's not as humanoid as some of the robots I'm used to looking at. He does have a thigh swivel. That can bend. His knee can bend way over 90 degrees. I'd say 135 degrees. There's not any articulation in his feet, which is hard to even tell what his feet are. It's like, I guess the black part is his feet. Okay, so having never seen what the ship looks like on a cartoon or anything, I'm going to do the best I can to figure out how to transform him just by following what feels right, because I have no idea what I'm doing here. I don't think I've ever transformed it before, to be honest with you. I think I got it like out of one of those, when you go to somewhere and there's like a bin for like $1 rent transformers that people are just getting rid of. This is probably one of the things I grabbed, because I don't remember buying it new, even though he's got his guns, which is kind of rare. But he may have came in that bag, now I think about it. All right. Oh, there we go. I knew something had to give here. So we pull from his, I hate to say this word, crotch up. Oh, we got a combiner port. They actually combined one giant robot? I suppose they do. That's a combiner port right there. It's pretty obvious. All right, so that means that this goes all the way back in that backpack that I thought was really too far away. There's a reason for that. Oh. Okay. Now, I'm guessing these go in the back, so we're going to have to fold it. Oh, maybe like that? I feel like there's going to be something locking in somewhere. Let me look at a locking point on here. But there's also other pieces, and this is the thing, if he becomes an arm or a leg, some of the things I'm about to do may be only for that. Like this right here, pulling this out. I'm pretty sure that has nothing to do with this. Like that probably has to do with him turning into an arm. Because it looks like it breaks up the spaceship mode. All right, I think that's supposed to stay like that for the spaceship. And I'm not doing this from a person who's like, yes, you've done this 1,000 times. No, I've never done this ever. Okay. I want to say these got to go on the top, and then the legs. Let me try those legs one more time, try to get where they should go. I just feel like if they lock into place, maybe they'll lock into place afterwards. Like that tab goes into something, but maybe it's something else that's working in conjunction with this. All right, I'm assuming that's right, because it looks like it might go like that. Bloody spag. Yeah, aim this down a little bit. Okay, so I think we're putting this together and then shoving it into that little hole right there. But do we need to do something? I'll put it together and then we'll figure out what to do with these arms. Yeah, that makes a nice continuation. Now the legs, I think these little tabs are going to tab into the legs right there, like that. Okay. And then we got some dangling arms hanging out the back. They got little wings on them, so I feel like they should be in there somewhere. Maybe I should have folded them up before I put the body down. So let me take that apart one more time, if I can. It's another thing working with older Transformers that I don't know the integrity of the plastic. Boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to either do that. Oh, you know what? I need to break the. I think it's the grip it has on the legs, not to each other, but the legs. I'm just afraid to break those tabs off the legs. There. Disengaged. Okay, you got the legs up to the side. Okay. Oh, you know where that right there? That goes into that eye. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So there's a little tab on his forearm and the little thing right there. Well, a tab hole, let me put it that way. There. Now I think we're all gonna do is just fold the legs back where they were. And there's another place to hold on with the wing part. So the wing clips on there and the shoulder clips on there. See the little tabs and tabs? There's a tab that clips on here and another tab that clips on there. So there is its spaceship mode. And I'm going to assume that these guns go in these holes, which until I I can get it over there. Now will they go like this? All right, I wasn't sure they make enough clearance because there's 2 holes on it. I didn't know if it had to go like this. I tried to make it go along with what the wing would do. All right, so there we go into space shuttle mode. Oh, okay. So it wasn't that difficult after you start wiggling it around for a while. This doesn't want to snap down and stay down. I don't know if it's supposed to. The combiner port. Oh, let me get that in. We're stopping. Okay, there we go. All right, so we get in again. It's the only thing I haven't figured out how to get to snap into place is that. Everything else snaps in pretty tight. I mean, the guns obviously won't. I can't tell if this is like colored from time or if it's just, you know, dust collected. I don't know, because it's been in the back for like years now. Here we got it in the shuttle. Going from the back, we got some very obvious kibble there. The bottom is very obvious, so the only way you can really perceive this as a shuttle is the front 180 degrees and top 180, well, 90 degrees, because once you go past 90, you're gonna get to the forbidden zone, the zone where you can just see that it is a lot of mess. So now it's a lot more sturdy, so when I put it in here, I don't have to worry about, you know, coming back out with broken arms. I'm surprised it didn't come out of the package with broken arms. So did you pick this up in the day? Did you pick up the whole thing and combined it to one giant robot? I'm just curious of what this would have looked like. I never got all the pieces. And like I said, I feel like I bought this at some flea market. Like anytime I go out of town, I go to flea markets. I try to, at least. I like to visit other people's flea markets. We don't have a flea market here, but we do in North Myrtle Beach, where last time was good. I've been craving to go back, but I don't want to go too often. So I might go the next colder Saturday we have. So I hope I see you guys soon, and I hope you guys are coming back to watch another video soon. And let me know in the comments below what you think and any help that you want to tell me about this particular robot, because again, I've never played the game. I think it was on Xbox 360, and I did not have an Xbox 360 for, I got it 1 year, and then I got the Xbox One like about a month later. And I don't think I ever played the 360 much since. And this game I did not have. All right, have a great day. Bye.